Hello, this is Oliver Velez, and we're going to talk about a commodity that I don't believe many are familiar with in terms of a trading vehicle anyway. It's Class 3 milk. And I like what I'm starting to see in this commodity that has certainly been in the throes of a very vicious downtrend over the past several months or so. I am a very, very big bull on the commodities moving forward for the next 6 months to a year. And I believe that many of these commodities that have not joined in the commodity based rally as of late will certainly do so over time. Now, I believe that milk could potentially have put in its final low. I do need to see more. That is the caveat. But this move above the 20 period moving average that you see right now, albeit early, is a move that I like. I like the way after this low was put in place that milk held the upper portion of this miniature move to the upside, meaning that there was no vacillation here. There was no move to the upside, then back to retest, move to the upside, back to retest. Now we could get that moving forward, but I like that this jump off the low after this relatively small bottoming tail bar held in the upper portion as it moved through the 20. Now, every time a, a financial instrument easily glides through a 20 period moving average, I take notice. Now, I'm not talking about a peekaboo, excuse me, blip above the 20. This is sort of like a peekaboo. We zip through the 20 and then zip right back through. We zip through the 20 and zip back through. This is an easy kind of almost ignoring of the 20. There was no zip past the 20, then zip back. These are more like bulls leaning on the fence that gives way to a certain extent, only for the fence to snap back. A lean on the fence, or a press of the rubber band, and then the rubber band snaps back. This is a complete ignoring. There's no lean on the 20. There's just a complete ignoring and sear through the 20 gradually. And I believe that what's going to be key is what Class 3 milk does over the next week or two. I'll be keeping a very, very close eye on this particular commodity, expecting that perhaps this is the final low. Now, we could get a retest of the low, in which case, if this low holds, that would be a great opportunity to put on the first lot in this commodity. However, I'm expecting that perhaps we sort of stay in this above the 20 period moving average mode. And if that's the case, we'll enter into what I consider to be breakout mode, where if we get this sideways meandering around over the next several weeks, any strong bar that breaks above the highs of the sideways consolidation will be our first entry. So here are the price levels I'm going to be keeping an eye on. All right, and we're right there. There's this shelf here. It's small, it's minor, but there's a shelf here where milk sort of bounced off this shelf. This was a miniature floor, and after the floor was broken, it became a miniature ceiling. All right, so this ceiling area now is the key area, and a decent move above could ignite the first entry into milk. So let's keep a close eye on this over the next several weeks, and you'll be hearing more about this.